What is good, Boom Bap Nation? The Historian back for another album review. And this is a dude that just continues to light up the hip hop scene, the underground scene, independent scene. If you want to label him as independent, but he continues to light up the hip hop scene. And I'm talking about Boldy James. Now, there's a lot of dudes that are, I shouldn't say a lot of dudes, a lot of folks are on James now. I first got into Boldy when he released my first chemistry set back in 2013. I remember buying that CD from Streetlight Records in San Jose, and I played that album nonstop. The other projects that I enjoyed was Trapper's Alley, Jammin' 30, which is essentially his mixtapes, House of Blues, and then I'd say probably 2020 is when I'd say he really got on. That early Boldy James, that was released through Mass Appeal. And again, that was in 2013. I remember picking up, like I said, that CD at Streetlight. And I played that nonstop. I played that over and over again. Of his last several projects, I would say, for me, Prisoner of Circumstance, an EP that was released in 2023 was super dope. But he's just released a ton of projects, folks. I mean, the Brictionary, Penalty of Leadership. If you look at 2025 alone, he's already put out Murder During Drug Traffic, Permanent Ink, Token of Appreciation, Homage, Alphabet Highway, Conversational Pieces, Magnolia LaFleur, and his newest project, which is why we're here, is produced by Nicholas Craven, Late to My Own Funeral. So, yes, I'm a fan of Boldy. Probably not as much as the folks you see now, because like I said, I was on him earlier. But nonetheless, I have not heard a lot of those projects that have been released in 2025. And you can see why is because I just listen to a ton of music. So stuff is going to go unmissed or unchecked. But when this one was released, I definitely was one that I wanted to put in my radar to check out. Late to My Own Funeral, Nicholas Craven and Boldy James. Craven has some very smooth production, can be kind of dark. Not one of my favorite producers, but nonetheless, he's been a part of some really dope projects that I've heard. Of course, Boldy, definitely a dope MC, no doubt about that. Like I said, I've been on him for a while, but I haven't, like I said, you go to like the Hip Hop Buff, he does a lot of reviews for Boldy James, and understandably so. Like I said, he puts out a ton of projects, and like I said, I don't know, this is already a 7th or 8th or 9th of 2025. Definitely do want to check out those other projects, but here we are, Late to My Own Funeral, released on 7/11/2025. So it starts off with Spider Webbing Windshields, Mario, probably screwed that up, Trapezoid, Antonio Tuttle, Cordon Bleu, featuring David Wesson, The Whole Shebang, Genie in a Bottle, Nice Try, Raw Guy, Metal Prepping, and AT&T is a final track featuring C. Dell and Nick Bruno. I think it's a solid project. I'm real curious. I have not seen any reviews. I'm definitely going to go over to the Buffs page. There's a few reviews of his that I do want to check out. I'm sure this one is probably on there. If not, it will be. I know he just recently put up the Clips review as well, which is something I was trying to get my own out, but there's just been a ton of other music that I've kind of put in the front of that album. So, but yeah, overall, I think it's a solid project. You're looking at 10 tracks, 31 minutes. So released on July 11th. Late to My Own Funeral, Nicholas Craven and Boldy James. My review for this is 3 mics. Solid rating, solid album. Not enough for it to push into my 4 mics or above. But as always, let me know what you guys think. I know this dude's on a lot of dudes' radar. A lot of them have, a lot of folks have this dude as one of their favorite MCs currently. So I can see why. So again, yeah, let me know what project you believe for 2025 is his best, and I will do my best to check it out. Other than that, stay tuned, like and subscribe. More reviews coming your way. Nicholas Craven and Boldy James, 3 mics. All right.